Hey guys, it's Benedictines the Vegan. Today I'm going to be talking about morality and why it does not exist. Humans convince themselves that morality exists because this world is so messed up. If this world was not messed up, humans will not believe that there is anything that is right. They will not believe that there is anything that is wrong. But this world is so messed up that we convinced ourselves that there are things that we can do in this world that are actually right, and there are things that we can do in this world that are actually wrong. If this world was not messed up, we would not have a sense of morality. You see, humans believing that morality exists is them realizing that this world is messed up. You see? So they think that, you know what? If only we can focus on doing things that are not harmful. If only we can focus on things that are good. But they don't realize that the ego derives its sense of morality from what is best for itself. It does not derive its sense of morality from what is best for others. It derives its sense of morality from what is best for itself. So a world where harmful things do not happen is impossible. There's this meme that I see a lot on Facebook posted by atheists. It's a meme of a prey being chased by a predator, praying that it does not get killed. And the predator is also praying that it catches its prey so that it will eat because it's hungry. What you must realize is that as humans, we are different. We're not the same. I mean, we are not different in some aspects, but when it comes to our values, when it comes to our interest, when it comes to our perspectives, we're different. What is best for me is not what's best for you. I want you to realize this. I might want to live in a world where gay people don't exist, for an example. I'm not saying that I want to live in a world where gay people do not exist. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not homophobic in any way, shape, or form. From my point of view, it is best to live in a world where gay people do not exist. But the truth is, gay people do exist. And in that point of view, it will be best to live in a world where there are no homophobic people like me. Because from my perspective, it is wrong to be gay. from my perspective, gay people are sinning against God. But from their perspective, I'm evil. I want to control other people, even though I do not understand them. See, I do not see things from their perspective. I do not have the same values that they have. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to have a problem with me, I'm going to have a problem with them. Who's right and who's wrong? I know what you're thinking. I'm wrong, right? I'm wrong because I'm judging other people. But what you're not realizing is that from my level of understanding, I do not see anything wrong with judging them. In fact, I believe that I'm actually doing something right. I must judge them. I must let them know that it is not good to be gay. I'm actually doing the right thing from my level of understanding. Let me give you another example. If I got attacked by a lion, do you think that it will feel like what it's doing, it's wrong? Do you think that it will feel bad for attacking me? Or it will think, oh, I've been hungry for a very, very long time. At least now I got food. From its level of understanding, it has not done anything wrong. From my own limited perspective, it has done something wrong. Remember, I want to survive. I don't want to get killed. So from my perspective, the lion has done something wrong. You see? It has done something wrong by attacking me because I want to continue to survive. But from its perspective, it has not done anything wrong because it got to eat. And it sees me as a prey. The problem is that as humans, we have double standards. We believe that things that are harmful to us, things that are not best for us, should not happen. That's where we derive our sense of morality. Certain things should not happen to me. You see, you're not looking at other people. You're not looking at what's best for other people. Let me give you another example. Let's say you are rich. You have a lot of resources that other people need. You are super rich. And you are surrounded by people that are poor. People who are really, really, really poor. And you do not help them. You do not help these people. What humans understand is that these people also want to survive. You see, they also want to have resources. They also want to have what you have. Now, from your own limited understanding, the things that you have are yours, and no one should have access to these things. You can control these things that you have however you want. from their own limited perspective, no. Actually, you must share what you have with them. You must share what you have with them. I mean, why should you be rich? Why should there be people that are rich in this world? They might even attack you. They might even kill you because they want what you have. You might say, that's wrong. It's wrong to kill someone because you want what they have. But what you're not understanding is that to the universe, it does not matter if they kill you. The universe does not care about that. The universe has created laws. That's it. Laws that govern us. What goes up must come down. Laws of the law of causality, for an example. You know what I mean? But it did not create rules. You have convinced yourself that it is okay for me to have things that other people do not have. It's okay for me to own everything while other people own nothing. It is okay. You have convinced yourself that that is okay. But do you realize that that is messed up? Because other people do not have the things that they want because you own everything. That is messed up. So from that perspective, that is messed up. And they don't want things to be that way. You see, they want what you have. They also want to have resources. But from your own limited perspective, you must have what you have and you must control them. What you must understand is that there is no law, there is no universal law that says there must be people that are rich in this world and there must be people that are poor. I want you to understand that. There is no universal law that says it is okay for you to be poor and it is okay for someone else to be rich. There is no universal law that says it is okay for you to be rich and it's okay for someone to be poor. No, there isn't. It's just that we've created rules that put other people at a disadvantage. And we'll convince ourselves that if these people try to get what we have, they will be doing something that is wrong. But it's not objectively true. It will just be what we have convinced ourselves. The truth is, no one really owns anything here. That is the truth. No one really owns anything. I want you to understand that. No one in this world really owns anything. We've just convinced ourselves that some people own some things and we own some things. Imagine being born in a family that's really, really, really poor. Like really, really poor. You're born in that family. You don't have access to the things that you want. You don't have access to good education. You don't have access to healthcare. You don't have access to the kind of food that you want. You don't have access to the kind of food that you want. You don't have access to entertainment. Like, your life really sucks. You grow up in that poor family. People don't treat you right because you're poor. I mean, when you're poor, people don't treat you right. That's how the world works. People don't respect you when you're poor. If you're a man, women won't respect you. Imagine having to grow up like that, growing up without having the things that you want. Imagine having to suffer a lot because you do not have the things that you want. When you look around you, there are people that were born in good families. They had access to good education. They dress the way that they want to dress. They look good because they're eating food that's healthy, because when you're poor, you'll be eating garbage. People love them. People respect them. See, if you come from a family that has money, if you come from a family that has power, people are going to love you. People are going to respect you. They're going to treat you better than they treat people that are poor. The question is that okay? Is it okay for you to be treated the way that you are, being treated when you are poor? Right? You are born in a poor family, so you are being treated very poorly by society. Is that okay? Should you be okay with that? Is there a universal law that says it is okay for you to be treated that way? Or humans have created rules that have put you at a disadvantage, and you have a right to change the rules. I want you to get that. Humans can create rules that put you at a disadvantage. Remember what I told you about the ego in the beginning? I told you that the ego derives its sense of morality from what it feels is best for itself, not what it feels is best for others. The ego does not care about others. No, it cares about itself. It cares about what is best for itself. So, if you find yourself in a family where you are being treated right, where you have everything that you want, you're not going to care if there are people who found themselves in messed up families. You will just think that, yeah, I deserve what I have, I deserve having everything that I want. I deserve having the best education. I deserve having access to everything that I want. But that isn't really true. You've just been favored by the rules that humans have created. You found yourself having more things than you should actually be having because of the rules that humans have created. There isn't a person that's supposed to be homeless in this world. You just have to understand that we have created rules that make it possible for some people to be homeless as humans. But if somehow they gain superpowers that allow them to conquer this system, they would not be doing anything wrong. And we're also not doing anything wrong by allowing things to be the way that they are. It's just the world that we live in, the world that we found ourselves in, is just messed up. It's messed up. We we have egos as humans. So that's why I keep on telling you that, yo man, it is best to not bring people into this world, because they will have to deal with the things that happen here. All the things that are messed up that happen here. It's very much possible that the people that you bring into this world get to experience some of these things. Some of the worst things that you could, ever think of. And there isn't any one outside of, this reality that's going to judge those that are going to cause those, messed up things to happen to the people that you would have brought into this world. That's something that you must understand. That's why I'm telling you that there is no right or wrong. We just tell ourselves that there is right or wrong because we are realizing that there are a lot of things that we do not want to see happen in this world. But we are very, very selfish. We have limited perspectives. We only want to see the world in a way that will be best for us. We only want the world to be, be best for us. We don't want to be at a disadvantage. But the truth is, we live with other people. We live with other animals. We're not the only ones that are here. So the things that we believe are messed up will happen because of that. People that are gay will have to deal with people that are homophobic. People that are homophobic will have to deal with people that are gay. There's no way around it. People that consume animal products will have to deal with us. They would have to deal with vegans. We're going to tell them that, nah, that's messed up. You shouldn't be consuming any animal products. And they will feel like we're wrong for doing that. And we will feel like they are wrong for consuming animal products. People that are homeless, that are living in Joburg, for an example, in Johannesburg, they are going to mug you because they want to survive. From your own limited perspective, what they're doing is wrong, but they want to survive. Should they just die? There will be people that will continue to rape other people in this world from their own limited perspective, because human beings are selfish. They're trying to experience pleasure. That's what's best for them. They're not looking at, the damage that they're causing. From the limited perspective of the one that's getting raped, what they're doing is so wrong. It's so selfish. And I'm not saying it isn't, by the way, because I know that as humans we are very sensitive when it comes to these kind of issues. But the truth is, we just live in a fucked up world. These things that we hate are going to continue to happen. So really, and this is very important to understand, really, if we do not want to see these things happen, we should just stop having children, because there is no way that we can stop these things from happening. These things are part of life. This world is just messed up. That is the truth. We developed a sense of morality as individuals because this world is messed up. I can see as an individual that the world would be best for me if there were no killers, for an example, because I'm not going to kill anyone. I don't believe that I will ever kill anyone in this world. But the truth is, if I do not protect myself, if I go to places that are dangerous, I can get killed. From my own limited perspective, it is best to live in a world where people are not killing animals. But the truth is, people will continue to kill animals, and I'm going to see that happening and be like, damn, man, what the fuck is going on here? There's nothing that I'm going to do to change that. I'm vegan, but that doesn't really change anything. Me being vegan does not mean that animals will stop suffering. Animals are going to continue to suffer. Human beings are going to treat animals the way that they're treating them, because human beings are selfish. We're selfish like that. There are people that actually think that I'm wrong for being vegan. I know what you're thinking. They're crazy, right? No, I'm telling you. Like, when I first became vegan, I remember some Christians came to me and were like, "Yeah, are you sure you're okay?" I mean, because I told people that I'm vegan when I came from Johannesburg, when I came back home from Johannesburg. So they're like, have you joined the cult or something? We think you got demons. We gotta pray for you. Are you a Rastafarian now? You smoke weed now? Like, dude, I've been smoking weed ever since I was here. Like, I smoke weed sometimes. I don't smoke weed like all the time. That's why I don't look like I smoke weed. I mean, the last time I smoked weed was, when last did I smoke weed? Dude, I haven't smoked weed in a while. Damn. But yeah, I don't have a problem smoking weed at all. Like, I don't have a problem smoking weed. I smoke actually. I smoke cigarettes when I want to smoke. I don't have a problem. I don't get addicted to smoking. I never get addicted to anything. I don't get addicted to drinking alcohol. I do drink alcohol when I want to drink alcohol. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that I drink. A lot of people don't know that I smoke. The reason why they don't know that I smoke is because I'm not addicted to these things. But yeah, they thought, yo, something must have happened to you. Because I grew up as a Christian. I wasn't really Christian. I always felt like something was wrong with Christianity, but I would go to church. I mean, if you grew up going to church, it's not very easy to quit. Sometimes you feel guilty. Sometimes you'll be scared of what might happen because you've never stopped going to church. I mean, if you've been going to church your whole life and you have never had anything super bad happen to you, like you've never been kidnapped, you've never been, very, very sick, you've never been close to dying, you might even convince yourself that there's some God that's protecting you, So you'll be scared of leaving the church, you'll be scared of leaving God because you'll think, what if when I leave the church something bad happens to me because God won't be there for me anymore? What if I'm wrong about religion? What if really there is a God and I'm wrong, And you'd feel scared. It's not easy to stop believing in God. It's not easy. And another thing that we must realize is that life is hard. Life is not easy in this world. We live in a very, very messed up world, and that's one of the reasons why people believe in God. I mean, when you ask people why they believe in God, they'll tell you that they've been through a lot and God came through for them, and because of that they believe that there is a God and he will be there when you really need him. People don't believe in God because they love him. They believe in God because this world is too messed up and they need someone that's going to save them. Someone that they will call on to when they are going through tough times, when things are not easy. That's something that you must understand. Well, people convince themselves that, I love Jesus. I mean, ask yourself, why do you love Jesus? Why don't you love your neighbor, but you love Jesus? You don't love your enemies, but you love Jesus. You don't even love the people that actually love you. I know people that don't love people that love them in this world, but they love Jesus. Why? Why do you love Jesus? You love Jesus because you believe that he's gonna help you. When I tell Christians that, you guys don't believe in God because you really love God. You don't believe in Jesus because you really love Jesus. You believe in Jesus and God because you believe that they are powerful. They're going to save you when you need them. The same way that a lot of women who date for money will go for the guys that are powerful. They'll go for the guys that have money. It's not because they love these guys. No, it's because they want money. They don't want to be broke. If those guys that are dating for money did not have money, they will leave those guys easily like that. The kind of women that Andrew Tate used to date. Is Andrew Tate still in jail? Because I remember he got locked up for some stupid shit. Yeah, but the type of women that Andrew Tate used to date want guys with money. That's something that a lot of people did not understand. I mean, yeah, women in general, want guys with money, but the truth is, there are women out there that are going to love you even if you don't have money, and that are going to choose you even if you don't have money. It just depends on how they were raised and what they want the most. Some people just want real connection. Some people just want some women just want guys that are going to protect them. Some women just want guys that are going to spoil them. It depends. So yeah, girls that were attracted to Andrew Tate were girls that wanted to be spoiled. So when I see guys following Andrew Tate, believing that he's their savior, he's giving them good advice, like, what the hell? You broke, dude. Do you really think that you should be taking you should be getting an advice from someone like Andrew Tate? You broke. The advice that is giving you won't work for you. You're not even attracting the kind of women that is attracting. The women that are going to be attracted to you are not women that I just want money. I do understand that money is important in this world, and yes, it is true that most women want guys with money. But the truth is, some women out there are going to love you straight up, even if you do not have money. They are going to love you. It's just that life is so hard in this world that you're going to have a lot of problems if you don't have money. That's another problem. If you do not have money, as a man, you're gonna have a lot of problems in this world. You know, your relationships might suffer because of that, because you do not have money. So here's a question: should your relationship suffer because you do not have money, or should you fight and do whatever you can to make money so that your relationships will work, so that you have the things that you want? Should you let guys like Andrew Tate have everything that they want, or should you fight to have what you want? And if it means that you have to battle for the things that you want with them, then you do that. The truth is, this world is messed up, man, and there's nothing that we can do to make things better. You know, it's just a messed up world. Morality does not exist. You know, morality does not exist. So really, the best thing to do is to not be bringing more people here, because it's not like it's a must that we must do that. It's not a must to have children. I do understand that for a lot of people, especially people that are not very conscious, you know, it feels like they must do that. You know, they've been programmed since they were young that, you know, they must have children. So they feel like, yeah, we must have children. If we don't have children, we'll be doing something wrong. They'll feel like there's something missing when they do not have children. What they do not notice is that they're feeling that way because they've been programmed since they were young to feel that way. They've been given a purpose since they were young, and their purpose was that they must reproduce. They must go to school, get brainwashed, get a job, get married, reproduce. If they don't get to do one of those things or all of those things, they're going to feel like, you know, something is missing. And that's one of the reasons why I hate school, because we've been programmed to see life in a way that is not best for us. I want you to get that. You see, school does not teach kids to do what's best for them, to do things that are going to make them happy, to pursue their dreams. No. Kids are being taught how to serve. They're being taught how to do what's going to keep the system strong. See, that's what the whole thing is about. It's about this system. It has to continue to exist. It has nothing to do with them. That is why, and this is something that's important to understand, that is why parents are against kids having fun when they're young. Have you ever noticed that your parents will be angry if you choose to have fun instead of doing schoolwork, for an example, instead of doing your homework? You must do your homework. You must study hard. And what we must understand is that things ain't supposed to be that way. It's just that we live in a messed up world, and the people that control this world want things to be that way. And we have accepted that. We're not doing what we must do to change things. We think that this is life. This is how things, are supposed to be. And because we are not allowed to think for ourselves, we're not really allowed to think for ourselves. we stop thinking for ourselves and start thinking for the system. One thing that you must understand about humanity is that humanity is programmable. Humanity is programmable. Remember, we weren't given a purpose when we came here. It's not like this life has meaning. It's not like we're here to do something. So we are given a purpose by people that are controlling the world. People that have found a way to control the world. Like, yeah, you know what? Let's make sure that these idiots are our slaves. Let's make sure that we're controlling these idiots. And when you control people when they are young, you are programming them to believe that they deserve to be controlled. See, when you treat a person badly and you make them feel like they don't deserve to be treated right, when you keep a person in poverty and make them believe that they don't deserve good things in life, they're going to grow up believing that they don't deserve good things in life. One thing that I tell people is that, when you have money, spoil yourself. Make yourself believe that you deserve good things in life. Make yourself believe that you deserve sleeping in a nice hotel. Make yourself believe that you deserve eating the kind of food that you want to eat. Make yourself believe that you deserve to wear the kind of clothes that you want to wear. Train yourself to believe that. Because most of us have been trained to believe that we don't deserve much out of life. We must just be slaves. We must just work for others, and that's it. That's life. We've been trained that way. There's something that a lot of people do not get about growing up in a place that is poor. Kids that are poor are not really being trained to dream big. And another thing that you must understand is that not only are they not being trained to dream big, they are not even valuing themselves that much. They're not even taking themselves seriously because they grew up without having the things that they want, so they kind of feel like they don't deserve these things. It's like if you are in a relationship where you are being abused, for an example. You're dating a person that is abusing you all the time. If you have never dated a person that treated you right, if you have never dated a person that really loves you and really knows how to treat you, you'll think that that's all you deserve. You deserve to be treated that way. And chances are you're going to be treated that way your whole life. Remember, this is a messed up world. Doesn't mean that if you date a person, they treat you bad and bad things are going to happen to you and good things are going to happen to you, because that's what some, people believe. What goes around comes around. No, that's a lie. That's just what people convince themselves in order to feel better about, what they've been through. In this world, if you get treated very badly, chances are you're going to be treated like that your whole life. If you grow up in a poor family, chances are you're going to end up suffering your whole life. You're going to live in poverty your whole life. It's like there's no way around it. Like it's not easy to break out of poverty. And the universe does not care. The universe doesn't feel like it's wrong, man. Look at that child. That child grew up in poverty. That child did not have a father. That child did not have a mother. That child did not get a good education, that child had to be homeless. The universe does not give a fuck. At all. Like, the universe gives zero fucks. That's why I'm telling you that morality does not exist. You just have to try to do what you think is best for you. You just try to do, you should just try to do what you think is best for you, I guess. But it is very important to, really acknowledge that morality really does not exist in this world, and what we call morality is nothing but us complaining. Basically, we're basically complaining to the universe, like, oh, that's just messed up. We're complaining to the universe, like, how are things the way that they are? Like, it's bad, man. Why did that child get raped, for an example? Like, it's an evil world. What do you expect? Just don't have children, because you are bringing them into an evil world where these messed up things happen. There's something that I was thinking about the other day. I was like, you know what? People who complain when bad things happen, but who have children, actually want bad things to happen. I mean, what do you expect? That's like if you decided to gamble, for an example. I mean, you know damn well that when you gamble, you can win and you can lose. You must be able to accept losing if you want to gamble. The people that don't want to lose do not gamble because they don't want to lose. They don't know how they're going to live with themselves. But if you want to gamble, then you must not really have a problem losing your house. You must not have a problem losing your car. Because I guess that's what you want. That's what you chose. That's what makes sense to you. I guess that's life to you. The truth is, the world is messed up, and if you're going to bring children into this world, you're basically saying, you know what, I'm okay with the things that are happening in this world. It's a game, I'm okay with winning, I'm okay with losing. I'm okay with my children suffering if they're going to suffer. I'm okay with suffering if I do suffer because I brought children into this world. I saw this video of some guy that was on Dr. Phil. This guy has a son who decided to have a sex change. When he saw his son, he was so hurt. They invited his son. When he saw his son, he was so hurt. I was like, he knew that this was possible, when you brought, your son into this world. He knew that this kind of things were possible. If you know that you can't accept a gay son, if you know that you can't accept your son if he decided to have a sex change and then don't have children, don't be childish. If you're going to bring a child into this world, you must accept them no matter how they are. No matter how they are. I know a lot of parents who have disowned their kids. That's very childish and stupid. You brought the child into this world. That child exists because of you. You must love that child no matter what. It's your child, right? That child will not exist unless you brought them into this world. You were the one who knew how this world is like. They didn't know anything. They were non-existent. No, I mean, they were non-existent. You are the one that dragged them from non-existence into this world. And even if life did not really start here, even if life did not start in this dimension, even if we were somewhere before we got here, what we must understand is that we are brought here by other people. We are brought here by other people. And like I said in one of my previous videos, that even if you existed somewhere, you could never have chosen to be here, because once your memory gets wiped off, once you forget everything, you are a new person. If you erased all my memories today, I'll become a new person. I want you to get that. So the choices that I've made in the past should not affect me after my memories got erased, because I'm not the one that would have done the things that have happened in the past, because I don't even remember these things. So it's not really me, you see. You might find that the music that I used to love, after my memories get erased, I will not love the music that I used to love before, because I'm no longer the person that I was. It happens. This reminds me of a scene from Avengers Endgame. Star-Lord, I don't remember the name of these characters, but I think one of the characters in that show was called Star-Lord. He was dating this other lady. What was her name? Gamora. Yeah, he was dating this lady, and this lady died. And they decided to do what they call a time heist, right? They decided to do what they call a time heist, where they went into the past. They tried to change the past. Because Thanos killed half of the people in the world. I think not just on Earth. I think he killed half of our life everywhere in the universe. And I think that guy was right, actually, but it is what it is. So yeah, they did a time heist so that they'll fix what Thanos did, right? And then Thanos from the past realized what was going on, and he decided to go to the future. And Star-Lord's girlfriend that died appeared in the future, because they came from the past, right? Her and Thanos came from the past, so they appeared in the future. And Star-Lord saw her, right? He's like, he went to her and enticed her, and she kicked him. I think, yeah, she kicked him because she did not love him, right? The vision of her from the past is not the vision of her that actually fell in love with him. So the right things had to happen for her to fall in love with him. So those things did not happen, so she didn't love him because of that. I thought that was really, really funny. Yeah, so that's what you must understand. You did not choose to be here. You're not here because you chose to be here. You are here because there are people who felt like it would be best for you to be here for some reason, because humans will always be humans. Earthlings will always be earthlings, man. Our perception of reality is very limited, really. Like, we don't really see things as they really are, and we are very, very selfish. So we end up making decisions that are harmful without realizing that these decisions are harmful. So I think it's important for people to realize the truth. There is no morality in this world, man. All the people that are doing messed up things in this world, they're not doing messed up things because they're just evil. All of us are evil. It's just that, and this is something that I like, you can reach a high level of consciousness that allows you to see your own bullshit. When I was young, I was super evil. I will do a lot of evil things without even realizing that I'm doing things that are evil because I was young. But life humbled me. It made me understand things that allowed me to grow. It made me understand things that allowed me to see things better, and because of that, I'm aware of a lot of things that I feel like a lot of humans are not aware of. I think I must go this side so that I don't face the sign directly. But yeah, man, it is important for people to try to reach higher levels of consciousness and start seeing through their own bullshit. I must be able to see that I'm selfish. There are things that I want in this world, and me wanting these things is going to cause suffering for some people. I'm not necessarily better than them, even though from my own point of view I'm better than every person that's here, but that's not objectively true. I'm not special. But I will always tell myself that I'm special because, you know what I mean? But I'm saying it is important to realize that so that when you are living with other people, when you are doing things that affect others, you'll also consider how what you're doing is affecting them. It is good to be confident. It is good to believe that you're special, but you must also try to operate at a high level of consciousness, where even though it is good to be confident and special, you also understand that sometimes you must be selfless. The reason why a lot of people become vegan is because they are realizing that what human beings are doing is causing a lot of suffering, and they don't want to continue to cause suffering for the animals. So they're like, you know what, let's stop consuming animal products. We don't want things to be that way. It is it's messed up in a lot of ways. It is messed up in a lot of ways. So we're not going to contribute in causing suffering for other earthlings. You know, they didn't do anything wrong, really, to deserve what's happening to them. It's just that they are not as powerful as we are. It is true that if they were as powerful as we are, or more powerful than we are, they would enslave us, because, you know, earthlings are fucked up, and that's something that we must understand. That's why I'm saying to you that the ego derives its sense of morality from what it feels like is best for itself. You know, it's selfish. All earthlings are selfish. It's just that there are earthlings that are more selfish than others, you know, depending on their level of consciousness. The more conscious you become, the less selfish you're going to be. But as long as you are here, you will be selfish. There's no way around it. You know, that's something that that's something that a lot of people must realize. Like, as long as you are here, you're going to be selfish. So, you know, as we continue to evolve and realize that about ourselves, you know, we must talk about, you know, these things that we're realizing, and, you know, continue to become better, I guess. But yeah, it's important that we understand things from other people's perspectives. It's important for me to understand things from, you know, the perspective of a person who steals, for an example. Now, I've been in situations where a person has stolen something from me, and I tried to look at things from their perspective, and I was like, I'm not gonna do anything harmful to this person. I'm fucked up, because this is something about me. Like, if I choose to do the right, or what I consider to be right, if I choose to do what I consider to be right, it has nothing to do with being weak. It's not like I'm telling myself that, you know, if I do something that's wrong, then something bad is gonna happen to me. If I do what I feel is wrong, something bad is gonna happen to me. Or there's a God that's going to judge me. Or I'm not going to be able to live with myself. No, man, I'm too fucked up. Like, there isn't anything that I cannot really do and be able to, you know, overcome. You know, yeah, there are some things that I felt like I cannot live with myself after, you know, if I did those things, but I was able to live with myself. So really, there isn't anything that I can do that I will not be able to live with myself after doing these things. I'm fucked up. But I always, maybe not always, but most of the times, I do try to do what I feel is best for me and for the people that I'm, you know, interacting with. How do I make sure that I don't get screwed over, right? How do I make sure that I win and the people that I'm doing something with also win in the end? You know, I ask myself these questions most of the time when I, you know, do things with other people. And I think it's important that we try to do things that way. You know, it will make life much easier for us and others. But Yeah, people just do what they want to do, man, because we we just live in a fucked up world anyway. You know, it's not like what I'm saying is best for everyone. Some people are too selfish to be able to understand what I'm saying or to benefit from what I'm saying. They prefer doing things that are only going to benefit them. You know, that's how they. Oh. That's how they are. Because I can say that, hey, let's treat people better. Let's try to make things better for ourselves and others. But it might not be what is best for some people. Some people might actually prefer for things to be messed up. It's like, and this is something that's very important to understand. It's like when it's like if lions and hyenas came together and decided that, you know what, we can live together, but here's what should happen. Hyenas should hunt for themselves and lions should hunt for themselves. Stealing isn't good, so no animal should steal from another animal. It's wrong. But what you must understand is that it's not best for a hyena to not steal. You know, maybe a hyena cannot hunt as well as a lion can, so it must steal. So maybe when I say things should be, you know, the way that I want them to be, I'll be speaking from a, you know, a privileged, from like my own privileged perspective. You know, I'm seeing things from my own perspective, and I, you know, I'm not acknowledging that there are people that will suffer because of that. I'm Jan. So yeah, that's something that we must understand, man. What I think is best for the world might not really be what another person thinks is best for the world. It might not be what another person can benefit from. You know, what I'm benefiting from might not be what another person can benefit from. There are a lot of people that are in prison right now because we believe as a society that what they've done is wrong. But we don't understand that maybe it was in their best interest to do these things that we think are wrong. Even though we felt like these things were harmful in society. Maybe we put people in situations where they will have to do things that are harmful. You see, maybe there isn't anything that they can do other than, you know, the things that are harmful. That's something that we must understand. It's like what happened during apartheid, you know, during the time of apartheid here in South Africa. black people were suffering a lot because of the apartheid government. They were suffering a lot. So they decided to fight against the apartheid government. And some of them got locked up. Some of them had their genitals cut off because of that. Some of them had their hands cut off because of that. But they had to fight for what was best for them, even though by doing that they were breaking the law. But it was best for them to fight for their freedom. You see? It was best for them to fight for their freedom. And that's why I keep on telling you that, there's no way that we can create a world that is peaceful, because humans don't have the same values, they don't have the same interests, they don't have the same perspectives, they're not operating at the same level of awareness. And not just humans, other earthlings as well, because we're not the only ones that are here. There are other earthlings that are here that are sharing this planet with us. So that's one thing that you must understand. We can never create a world that is peaceful because of that. And really, believing that morality exists is selfish in some way. Because let's say you are doing something that is harming another person, and you believe that it's right and they feel like it's wrong. And maybe they do something wrong because you're doing something wrong, and you feel like, yeah, this person is wrong because of what they did, and then you do something wrong again. You know what I mean? Like, there are times when we are aware that the things that we're doing are fucked up, and we even convince ourselves that these things are wrong, right? But we do these things because we believe that we've been wronged as well, so we're justified to do things that are wrong. It can happen that you misunderstand someone and you do something that's wrong because you think is wrong because you misunderstood someone. It can happen that you misjudge someone. Here in South Africa, not here in South Africa. I think it happens a lot in Nigeria, but I think it also does happen in South Africa. If you are a man and you dress like a woman, they want to strip you naked and whoop your ass. Because they believe that what you're doing is so wrong, and they're justified to do that, What we are not realizing is that, we're not interested in the same things. Just because I'm not gay does not mean that everyone in this world should not be gay. It's just that human beings are animals. That's why I'm telling you that it's important that we try to evolve, reach higher levels of awareness. I must be able to understand that, okay, I'm not gay, right? I'm not gay. But there are people in this world that are gay. For real, they are gay. I'm not gay, but they are gay. Should I make their lives hard because they're not like me? Really? You see, when you're operating at a high level of consciousness, you realize that, no, actually, I shouldn't make their lives hard. I shouldn't make their lives hard because they're also part of this world. And I didn't create these people. I didn't. So who am I to say, You can't be yourself. You can't do what you're doing because I hate what you're doing. I'm your creator. I didn't create them. And even if I did create them, what I would need to understand is that they are experiencing life from their own perspective. You know, I didn't create robots. I created beings that are themselves. I shouldn't torture these beings because I created them. You know, because some humans are so delusional that they convince themselves that God hates gay people. He doesn't want people to be gay or whatever. And they use that to justify mistreating gay people. It's very, very important that we try to see things as they are, not just see things from our own limited perspectives. We must try to expand our awareness. You know, that's the only way that we can reduce the amount of suffering that humans have to endure when they're here. Let me try to read your comments, but I don't think we have time because I think my battery is about to die here. Bracer Jack commented on a video titled "Intelligence makes you unhappy." Intelligence might make you unhappy, but seeing your new video makes me happy. Thanks, man. Thanks. Jazz R commented on the same video. Usually around age 22, you begin to see you are screwed. And at age 70, I see it's a continual scam that fights you all the way till the end. And that's messed up, man. The thing is, you don't realize that you're screwed when you are like still young, because people are going to try to convince you that the world is good, the world makes sense. But as you get older, because you are also reaching higher levels of consciousness, it's just that some people are able to expand their awareness much faster than others. But as you get older, you do reach higher levels of awareness, and you realize that, damn, we are really, really screwed, man. We are really, really screwed. Fred Melroy commented on the same video. That's why I say that I wish I didn't have a brain. True. Because the more intelligent you are, the more you see what's really going on. So, because the more intelligent you are, the more you see what's going on. So sometimes not being intelligent is a good thing for your mental health, How let's a DNA Biko 100%. Yeah, Biko was smart, man. Steve Biko was smart, like he was ahead of his time. He knew what was going on. It's like Credo Mutwa, Credo Mutwa knew what was going on. He knew that black people were going to fuck shit up, and they did that. That's why I say the most intelligent people don't get to the top. No, they're not supposed to get to the top. This world is too evil. Regan Marinton commented on that video. Facts. Yep. It is a fact that we are in an evil world. It's not something that people should be debating. If you want to debate that, you're just operating at a low level of consciousness. You know, you're incapable of seeing what's really going on. Indict Evolution commented on a video titled Intelligence Makes You Unhappy. If you've never listened to Papa Roach before, I recommend you listen to a song of theirs called Between Angels and Insects. I love the title. Between Angels and Insects. I used to hear it when I was a kid and I never thought about the lyrics, but the lyrics are surprisingly good for a song that was so popular. Now, I've never heard this song before, but I'll definitely listen to it today when I get home. Get this, Mel, she commented on a video titled Existence is Pain. I had no power to consent or decline, therefore I am. I love this. It's crazy that, you know, people are here because they couldn't consent or decline. That's why, you know, I tell people that it is not good to bring people into this crazy world, man. I mean, imagine really having to suffer just because some people felt like it would be a good idea to bring you into this world. It's not something that you chose. You didn't choose to gamble with your life. You know, other people chose that for you. That sucks. Roma Fedorov commented on a video titled Intelligence Makes You Unhappy. Man, you don't even understand how much your videos help me to go through the day. The scenery is awesome too. Something so sincere and intimate about the filming. Thanks for the long streams. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Miroslav Blagojevic commented on a short that I posted. I actually recorded this short a long time ago, but I didn't publish it. Where I was talking about reincarnation. That the two things that I'm scared of in this world is reincarnation and immortality. My thoughts every morning when I wake up. Reincarnation, scary, man. Imagine having to really do this again. It's scary, man. Dude, it's so dark that I can't really see what's happening in front of me. Let me try to flip the camera. Nah, it's way too dark. But thank you guys. Thank you for watching until the end.